I recall home, the dancing of the clicking tongues, the scattering across the savannas of southern Africa, thatched huts, mud bricks, sculptured homes, soapstone, bird carvings on walls, and monoliths of the ancient city. I recall songbirds, tenor and alto insects, thick baobab trees, time measured by dawn, the season's first cold winds, wrinkled gray hair and feeble steps. I recall the shadows of the moon and cracked landscapes. I recall tales of the descendant of the drum, bodies given in the night around fires, transformation wrapping itself around traditions. Usiko lwetu, alukwa kachana engqondweni yami. I recall bodies of Zulu warriors lining the bed of Blood River, boars and bullets, tribalism, and Asangai iron spears and buffalo horn formations. I recall victories. Isidlwana, Intombe, great losses, Kambula and Ginyindlovu, we lament for the dead. We call them to come home, when new life is knitted in wounds, when we sing our songs of joy, when we sing our songs of sadness, when we sing our songs of blessing, when we sing our songs for the rain. Ululating to the heavens, I recall cut flesh, commune made between the innocent and the ancestors. I recall sacred cattle kraals and Ndebele kingdoms paved over with asphalt and colonial memories. I recall a Scottish man, a Kefa woman, 1931, his pink lips on her black skin, his hands, her thighs, sweet taboo tasting of honey and sin. I recall my grandmother, neatly packing skeletons and shelves in heavily guarded closets, and my grandfather, marrying this broken woman, raising an abandoned mulatto baby. She gave birth to child 2, 3, 4, and 5, my mother, siblings, divided by apartheid. I recall a son, raised in a fatherless tribe, a rolling stone left, no memories to hold on to, no face or voice to remember, yet from him we are known, name, totem pole of the Binga people. I recall my father not knowing if he resembles his own father. I recall lies, missing pages, distorted history, stuffed ballot boxes, doing with fists in the air, leaders truly dishonest, xenophobia, kingsmen begging at the ends of machetes. I recall blood diamonds, my friend. Sanctions, dictators, fleeing goodbyes, and sanctions and dictators and fleeing goodbyes. I recall a farmland that struggled to fit in, the homeland that welcomed me into the world. It beckoned in, red brick back-to-back house in Hare Hills. Summer days in Blackpool, watching the Irish Sea kiss the shoreline, customs, English tea, fish and chips, wrapped in last week's paper. I recall distancing a certain past. Forgetting Zambezi cascading into Victoria Falls, forgetting bathing in copper baths under the sun, forgetting to love in more than just English. Mother tongues were decaying in mouths, African names were broken and smoothed out. Strange, tongue-tied child got lost in translation. Tongue-tied child got lost in migration. Tongue-tied child got lost in separation. Tongue-tied child got lost in assimilation. I recall a homeland that I'm afraid has forgotten me. I recall a homeland that I am afraid I have forgotten. I recall journeying back home. Black child returns as black woman, arriving to my memories laying in ruins, fragments of people, fragments of places, fragments of time. I cannot piece it all together. I am the question they cannot answer. They are the questions I cannot answer. I recall clash and confusion. Back home tries to welcome me into the circle of her arms, but black child returned as black woman who feels backwards being back home. I recall a distant family I cannot remember. They call me foreigner. New children were taught about me from old photographs and mantelpieces that go back to 1995, green tunics and sun hats, images I do not recognize. Black woman is stranger to black child a stranger to black woman. I recall the elegies I sing for the times that have changed. I recall the space between then and now. I recall learning to call this place home again. Thank you.